Here we have the Moto Edge 60 Fusion, Motorola's newest mid-range edition, and this €330 smartphone can do a lot, and today we will find out everything this one has to offer, so let's start with the unboxing. In the box we will find a USB Type-C charging cable, as well as some of the paper stuff. There is an energy label, and like with most Motorola smartphones, there is a plastic case as well, which will come in the same color as the smartphone. Now I have the turquoise version, but you can also grab it in the colors of dark blue and rose, and each color comes with a vegan leather backside, which makes the smartphone not as slippery and you can't get any fingerprints on it. Now as for the specs and the design, we got a normal size smartphone with a 6.67-inch display and a length of 16 centimeters. We got a curved back and front side and a polished frame on which you will see some of your fingerprints, but not a lot since it's a thin frame. Now on the back side you will find the dual camera with a 50 megapixel main camera and a 30 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with optical image stabilization. And these cameras don't even stick out as much as other cameras, which means that the phone doesn't wiggle around if you put it flat on its backside. Lastly, you need to know that this phone is IP68 water and dust resistant and weighs in at about 177 grams, which is fairly light for a smartphone. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the battery life, and the Moto Edge 60 Fusion comes with a large 5200 mAh battery, which is slightly larger than last year's version with just 5000 mAh. Now, this phone supports 68 watts fast charging, even though the matching charging brick is not included in the box. It only takes about 25 minutes to charge from 0 to 80%, and a full charge takes about 45 minutes. Now this phone does not support wireless charging, and the battery lasts for about 19 hours on continuous video streaming, and you can play games non-stop for about 8 to 9 hours. Next we got the display and the audio, and as I already mentioned, we have a 6.67-inch POLED display with HDR10+, 4500 nits peak brightness, which is really bright. It is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, and the coolest part is that it has a screen to body ratio of over 91% thanks to the curved display. That also means that you get some very slim bezels all around the display. Now since we have a POLED display and a resolution of 1220 by 2712 pixel, all your movies and videos that you will watch on your smartphone will look great with poppy colors and a very nice contrast. In your display settings you will find some further features, like you can change the display colors from vivid to natural, you can change the color contrast to medium or high, and you even get some edge lights. Right here you can choose between 5 different colors. Now as for the sound, the Moto Edge 60 Fusion comes with a set of stereo speakers which have excellent loudness, and also the quality of the sound is great. It also has Dolby Atmos support with 4 different presets, or you can create a custom sound profile if you want to. So let's finally talk a little bit about the smart features. And first up, you need to know that Moto promises up to 3 years of OS and 4 years of security updates. And this phone comes with 256 gigs of internal storage. And the great thing is that this storage is even expandable via microSD card. You only need to know that about 17 gigs are already used up by the system. Now the Fusion 60 comes with an under-display fingerprint sensor and a face detection, and the response time of both is great, and it even works if your fingers are a little bit wet or sweaty. Now one of the new features that you can get on here is the Smart Tabs. These allow you to access the newsfeed or the journal app. You get the latest version of Smart Connect, which lets you connect your smartphone via Bluetooth to other devices and transfer files. The Fusion 60 comes with Gemini AI, but also with its own Moto AI, and you got the Moto app with many customization options. You can change the icon shapes, theme colors, and you can even get different fingerprint animations. You have all of the gesture controls, like you can tap on the backside to open up something like the Moto AI. You can shake the phone to turn on the flashlight, or you can take a screenshot by touching the display with 3 fingers. By the way, if you liked the video up until now, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more tech reviews, and you will also find the link to the smartphone down below in the description. As for the performance and the gaming, I think the phone is doing a good job. It comes with the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 chipset and 8 gigs of RAM, and you can play most games without a problem. I tested Genshin Impact, and you only have some dips in the CPU performance every once in a while, but otherwise it is decent. And as for your day-to-day usage, it is more than good enough. It doesn't lag, and it opens up your apps fast without any delays. Now let's finish things up with the camera, and as I already mentioned, we have a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel main cam with optical image stabilization, and there is a 30 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Now on the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie cam which can shoot videos in 4K resolution and 30 FPS. Now the Fusion 60 comes with many photo modes, like you got a portrait mode with 3 different zoom options, you got slow motion, there is a pro and a macro mode, night vision and a few more. Now on your photo mode, you can also switch between the natural and the auto enhance mode, but for the sake of the video I stay with the natural mode. The main camera photos come out at 12.5 megapixel dual to pixel binding, and during the day the quality is good. The detail and sharpness level is good, you have vivid colors and lots of contrast. The portrait mode and the selfie pictures look great. The edges on your subjects look a little bit soft sometimes, but the skin tone looks natural and the quality is great. The zoom options on the Fusion 60 is good too. You can definitely take photos with 2 to 3x zoom and pictures will still look great. They are just not as sharp anymore as when you take them with the normal zoom. Also during the day, the ultra wide angle camera produces great pictures. The detail and the sharpness level is once again very good, and just the dynamic range isn't as wide as with the normal pictures. Lastly, we have the macro camera, and thanks to the autofocus you will get some decent shots. And guys, there we have it. So I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace.